Damian, Stephen Thompson, Pittsburgh Post Gazette. How's it going? You've been recruited by Pitt a couple times before. What was different about this time?
I think this time around I just kind of knew I wanted to come here because Coach Cape, just was so willing to just come back to me, the second time around and just, show how much he believed in me and trusted in me still, even after the first time when I told him that, I was going to decide to go to another school. He still had his faith and his own belief to, return the favor the year after, and give me another opportunity. So definitely was something I wanted to buy into right away.
Damian, Jim Ham at Panther-Lair.com. So whenever you went into the second recruiting process, was Pitt just already on your mind kind of?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Were you thinking of other schools, or was it
Yeah, I was. Of course, I was thinking of other schools, but just talking with different coaches, just knowing different places, play of style, just knowing who I know in the basketball world in terms of coaches and cultures. I just kind of knew this was where I needed to be.
Damian, Jeff Hathorn, KDK Radio. What did you see differently, or what did you learn about the Pitt program from that time to then saying yes this time?
I just think that the culture that Coach Cape is so predicated to building here, and I think the guys that they've had in the program the last 2 years, they've dedicated themselves to making their culture known, and playing by the standard, living by it off the floor as well. And for me, just being experienced, and leaving one culture, just kind of leave my footprint here on just trying to help instill that culture, build it even more so. So it was definitely something that I wanted to gravitate towards, just immediately. And when I got here, it just felt like family, and we just let the ball keep rolling.
Damian, I'm Jerry DePaul from the Pittsburgh Trib. You talked about culture off the floor. What does that entail, the culture
Family.
off the floor?
Family. I think that's the biggest word for me that I can describe who we are off the floor is family. Brothers, after practice we play video games every day with each other. We eat together. We eat our lunch and dinner together every day. Guys are in the training room with each other after practice. We just like spending time with each other, and we've probably only known each other collectively for maybe 2 full months now. And, I think that's what's going to make us special, as we continue to grow with each other, and learn each other and learn how to feed off each other's energy. But I would definitely say family is the word.
Is the culture here any different to what you experienced at Temple and at Houston?
Yeah, definitely. I think every school has their own culture, and it's identified to what the coach really wants his program to be known for, and I think here, it differs, and I think our brotherhood that we try to build every day, and the character that we continue to carry, not only on the floor but off the floor as well. I think that's one of the major things that I definitely seen was a big part of what Coach Cape is working towards, and that's something that I feel like I could help with.
Damian, George Michalowski with PSN. You and Ish are the veteran guards. You guys have been around college basketball the longest on this team.
Definitely.
In what ways do you guys differ in the ways that you lead? What are the leadership capabilities of you guys?
Honestly, I think me and Ish, we have similar ways of kind of leading. We're vocal leaders, but I think we lean towards leading by example, and just our work, how hard we work. Just putting in extra reps after practice, early mornings before we even start the day. Just taking extra steps to prepare your body and take care of it as well. With us being experienced and having years under our belt, I think we take care of our bodies the most, probably because we have to, because we're a little older. But it's definitely fun, to have a running mate, who's also more experienced, who's a little older. We've kind of had similar journeys along the way, and so we definitely learn and watch from each other all the time.
What kind of role do you think you'll take with this team? Are you replacing Carrington? Will you kind of do the same things he did on the court?
Yeah, I really just want to fill in to whatever Coach K wants me to. Whether it's just being a vocal leader, carrying the torch of whatever role it really is. Honestly, and for me, my biggest thing is just coming here and impact winning in whatever way possible. Whether it's diving on loose balls, guarding the best player every game, having scoring responsibility or whatever the case may be. I think that's just the biggest key for me right now is just doing my best to impact winning at all levels.
Yeah.
I mean, what impacted Ish, Nelly Cummings, Jamarius, Nike, them coming from other schools and having success here have on your decision?
A lot, and it was just proof that, the process, it eventually pays out. And, it's just all gonna happen in due time and patience, but, you still gotta put your work in. And, just having guys who have been examples, I think for me, that was just big for credibility and, knowing what type of situation I'm walking into, but at the same time, knowing I still have to do my part, which is the work. And I think that was big that, guys before me have had similar journeys as me and ended up having success here in their year or 2-year tenure here. And, that was just big for me. And I think that it was something that I definitely could follow.
You've played with and against a lot of great guards, and just being around him for a few months, what's the makeup of Jalen Lowe like, and what makes him special?
He's a worker. I don't think many people see how hard he works behind closed doors, but I've gotten a chance to see how he works, how he likes to stay in his routine a lot. And I think for him, it's just doing his best to keep getting better every day. I think he's already taken a big leap from where he was at the end of the season this past year to now. And, it's just for him, it's just really just keep elevating, just being yourself.
Greg McAfee, DK Pittsburgh Sports. Have you guys had a conversation? I mean, you guys could have a pretty loaded backcourt this year. Have you guys had a conversation about how it could work, how you guys could work off of each other and everything like that?
Yep, and we have, but I think a lot of it is just really instinct as of now because, of course we really haven't had too much of an opportunity to play with each other besides practicing and stuff like that. But we've gotten a chance over the 2 months that we've been together, just to play with each other, kind of learn who likes to score from where, get to what spots or whatever the case may be, and just playing off each other's energy. But I think we can be super dynamic because we all kind of bring something different to the table.
As a freshman guard, Cummings mix in.
I think B was going to be special, and I think he has the makeup to be very successful in this game of basketball, and it's completely in his hands. And if he wants to, I think he has all the tools, and he's one of a kind type of talent. And I think for him, it's just taking every day to get better and learning. Just doing your best to compete, which is never a problem with him because we know he's going to do that all the time. And when the time is right, I think he's definitely going to explode one day.
Do the guys who
Dominic Campbell inside the Panthers, what have you been working on for yourself in terms of just your game and also maybe mentally going into the season?
Yeah, for me, just expanding back to ball responsibilities, getting back to making reads and pick and roll situations, just continuing to take pride in defense. I think that's been one thing that I've tried to carry with me into, this new transition, since being here, was just taking pride in defense and setting the tone. Really just using my experience and my leadership to kind of, get me over the hump of just, knowing the system, knowing which guy likes to shoot from where, putting guys in spots to, just reach success. And, for me, it's just staying on my daily grind.
Did the guys who were here last year talk about how narrowly they missed the NCL Tournament and how that kind of stung and getting back?
All the time. I was closely, watching when they picked all the teams, and I thought Pitt was actually going to get in. And when I got the chance to come here, we had a conversation about it, and all the guys are kind of sour about it because they felt they got snubbed a little bit, but it's just something that they eventually grew through. But we have another opportunity to right everything that they didn't have a chance of doing last year. So it's a little bit of motivation for them. I wasn't here on the team, a part of it last year, so didn't directly feel like what they were at the time. But, you know, for me, you know, I kind of take it personal myself because now I'm with them. And, you know, so we just do our best to just get better every day as of now and just let the results be the results when it comes time.
Damian, Shelby Cassasi with Channel 11. How much potential do you see in this group to get over that hump this year?
Yeah, tons. And I think it's really just because of our depth, you know, just the different type of guys that we have, you know, the versatility of everyone that we have here, and really just a tone that we set from day one. We're just competing against each other, but, you know, we make each other better on purpose. But at the end of it all, we know we're still family, and we're brothers at the end of the day. And I think we all understand that, but, you know, and during the process, you know, we just predicate our time to just making each other better.
Damian, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming you didn't have your mind made up after the season to come here before you talked to Coach Cable initially. What kind of things did he say that, you know, you knew him from before August? What kind of things did he say this time that made you want to come here?
Just to come home. Just to come home. And, you know, that was big for me. And Coach Cable knew how much of, you know, just having a family type of environment around me meant to me, you know, because he knows everything about me, where I come from, you know, who my family is, where they come from, where they played basketball. He's played high school basketball against my dad. Like, he knows everything it is to know about me. So, you know, just having conversation with him on the daily, just talking about life itself, what I'm looking for, you know, how he can help me, you know, reach my highest potential. You know, it just all made sense at the end of the day.
What did your dad tell you about Jeff as a player?
He was nice. Coach Cable was a baller. He was a hooper for sure.
You played a much different role at Houston than you did at Temple. Do you feel like you got better last year at Houston, and in what ways?
Yeah, I feel like I got better in plenty of ways. You know, we're just bringing it, you know, bringing your highest intensity every day was a mandate there, you know, and took a while for me to grasp, but once I got a hold of it, you know, I kind of ran with it and it became second nature. So, you know, just coming here, you know, just doing my best to, you know, be a high energy dude every day, you know, just to be an everyday guy that, you know, my teammates know that, you know, when it comes time to, you know, apply pressure and be intense, you know, they know that Dame's going to be that. So, you know, I did my best to try to set the tone from day one to kind of like what I bring to the table as far as my effort, you know, my attitude every day, my energy, and, you know, I just try to run with it.
Who's the best gamer on the team?
Best gamer, that's big. It depends on what game, though. College football just came out, but if we talking college football, I would say me, about far.
Find out on social media tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll find out. They're not gonna give me my credit, but I know. We all know.
All right, thanks, guys.